A modern classic is a book that's not only top-notch and timeless, but also relatively new on the scene. Think within the past 50 years or so. These works stand the test of time and continue to wow readers with their enduring significance and quality. Modern classics are all about staying fresh and current. These books often tackle themes that stand the test of time or address issues that are just as relevant today as they were when they were published. Plus, the writing style and techniques are innovative and have forever changed the literary landscape. So if you're on the hunt for some seriously great novels to sink your teeth into, I've got 12 suggestions that are sure to knock your socks off. So grab a cup of tea, find a cozy spot, and let's get going. At number 12, Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. In a futuristic world, books are banned, and burning them is a crucial job. Meet Guy Montag, a fireman who starts to secretly read and question the censorship in his society. As he becomes an outcast and rebels against the oppressive government, you will discover the dangers of censorship and the power of free thought and expression. Ray Bradbury's 1953 novel Fahrenheit 451 is a must-read for anyone interested in dystopian literature and the timeless themes of conformity, individuality, and the value of literature and knowledge. Guy Montag is a fireman whose job is to burn books, but he begins to question his society and his own beliefs when he meets a young woman who inspires him to think for himself. As Montag becomes more and more disillusioned with his society and its values, he embarks on a dangerous journey to discover the truth and fights against the forces that seek to suppress it. At number 11, The Talented Mr Ripley by Patricia Highsmith. Get ready for a thrilling journey through the twisted mind of Tom Ripley, a charming and manipulative con artist. In Patricia Highsmith's psychological thriller novel The Talented Mr Ripley, published in 1955, you'll follow Ripley as he embarks on a series of dangerous and deceitful schemes. As the first novel in a series featuring this cunning character, you will not want to miss out on this heart-pounding novel. We are in the seductive world of the wealthy and elite. Ripley is recruited by an American wealthy shipbuilder to bring back his playboy son, Dickie Greenleaf, from Italy. As Tom gets to know Dickie and his lavish lifestyle, he becomes consumed by envy and begins to covet Dickie's identity and social status. But as he becomes more and more entrenched in Dickie's world, Tom becomes desperate to keep his new identity at any cost, even if it means committing murder. Will Tom's greed and desire for a new life lead to his downfall, or will he be able to outsmart those around him and get away with it all? Find out in this pulse-pounding novel. And number 10, On the Road by Jack Kerouac. Get ready to hit the road and embrace the counterculture of the Beat Generation with Jack Kerouac's On the Road. Published in 1957, this novel is a celebration of nonconformity, spontaneity, and rejecting mainstream American values. As a defining work of the Beat Generation literary movement of the 1950s, On the Road is a must-read for anyone interested in exploring the rebellious spirit of this iconic era. Join Sal Paradise and Dean Moriarty on an epic cross-country journey of discovery and adventure. In Jack Kerouac's On the Road, these two friends hit the road from New York to San Francisco in search of new experiences and a taste of the bohemian counterculture of the 1950s. Based on Kerouac's real-life friend Neil Cassidy, Dean is a rebellious and charismatic character who will lead you on a wild ride through the United States. Along the way, you'll meet a cast of colorful characters and participate in the nonconformist spirit of the Beat Generation. Don't miss out on this thrilling novel that captures the essence of this iconic literary movement. On the Road has an experimental writing style which blends stream of consciousness, spontaneous prose, and extended improvisational passages to create a one-of-a-kind reading experience. As a celebration of exploration and nonconformity, On the Road has had a huge influence on American literature and culture. At number 9, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Go down to Macomb, Alabama in Harper Lee's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel To Kill a Mockingbird. Follow Scout Finch, a young girl with a big heart and an even bigger curiosity, as she grows up in the 1930s in this fictional town. Along with her brother Jem, Scout navigates the complex social dynamics of her community and bears witness to the injustice of racism when a black man is falsely accused of raping a white woman. With its timeless themes of morality and justice, To Kill a Mockingbird is a must-read for anyone looking for a heartwarming and thought-provoking tale. This coming-of-age story tackles heavy themes like racism, prejudice, and social injustice, but ultimately delivers a message of hope and redemption. Widely considered a masterpiece of modern literature, To Kill a Mockingbird has been translated into over 40 languages, adapted into a successful movie and stage play, and widely read and studied in schools around the world. In 2015, a posthumous sequel to this beloved novel was published, titled Go Set a Watchman. Don't miss out on this timeless tale of courage and morality. At number 8, The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. Join Holden Caulfield on a wild and introspective journey through the streets of New York City in J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye. This modern classic novel follows the story of a teenage boy who has been expelled from his prep school and is struggling to find a place in the world. As he wanders around the city trying to find a place to stay and something to do, Holden grapples with deep emotions like alienation, loneliness, and the loss of innocence. This is the coming-of-age story of Holden Caulfield, one of the most iconic and enduring characters in modern literature. In J.D. Salinger's novel, you will follow Holden as he navigates the complexities of adolescence and grapples with themes of identity, belonging, and growing up. Widely read and studied, this novel has been translated into numerous languages and has inspired countless adaptations, including films, stage productions, and even a musical. So don't miss out on this timeless tale of self-discovery and the search for belonging. At number 7, Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Get to know Okonkwo, a powerful and respected warrior of the Igbo tribe in the changing landscape of Nigeria in Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart. Published in 1958, this novel is set in the late 1800s and early 1900s, a time of great upheaval as the British colonizers arrive and begin to exert their influence on Okonkwo's community. Follow Okonkwo as he traverses the challenges and consequences of colonialism and the cultural shifts that occur in his society. So get ready to dive into African culture, tradition, and the aftermath of colonialism with Things Fall Apart. This timeless modern classic has captivated readers worldwide with its thought-provoking themes and vivid portrayal of the impact of European colonization on African societies. You will be swept up in a story that has been translated into over 50 languages and brought to life through adaptations. At number 6, The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie by Muriel Spark. Get ready to visit 1930s Edinburgh, Scotland with The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie. Follow the life of the charismatic and unconventional Jean Brodie, a teacher at a girls' school, as she navigates her relationships with her students and fellow teachers and pursues her own personal and professional ambitions. This novel by Muriel Spark, published in 1961, explores the life of an unconventional teacher and the inner workings of a girls' school against the backdrop of the rise of fascism in Europe. Join the ranks of devoted readers and discover the captivating world of The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie. This character-driven novel delves into the complexities of loyalty, betrayal, and extremism, and has been widely celebrated as a classic of modern literature. With numerous stage and screen adaptations, including a highly successful movie starring Maggie Smith as Jean Brodie, this novel is sure to leave a lasting impact on your literary journey. Don't miss out on this must-read exploration of human nature and the dangers of extremism. At number 5, Revolutionary Road by Richard Yates. Escape to the 1950s and follow the tumultuous lives of Frank and April Wheeler with Revolutionary Road. This novel by Richard Yates, published in 1961, takes the reader to the suburbs of New York City as the young couple deals with their relationship and searches for meaning and fulfillment in their lives. Along the way, you will explore the expectations and constraints of their society and how they impact the Wheelers' quest for happiness. Get ready for an emotionally charged and thought-provoking ride with Revolutionary Road. You will experience the raw and unflinching portrayal of the American dream gone wrong. This character-driven novel delves into the anxieties and disillusionments of middle-class life, exploring themes of identity, communication, and the dangers of conformity. With numerous adaptations, including a successful film starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, this novel is sure to leave a lasting impact on your literary journey. So don't miss out on this must-read portrayal of the complexities of modern life. At number 4, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. Join Esther Greenwood on her tumultuous journey of self-discovery with The Bell Jar. This novel by Sylvia Plath, her only novel, was published in 1963, and it is a semi-autobiographical account of the author's own experiences and follows the story of a young woman struggling to find her place in the world. As Esther becomes increasingly disillusioned and depressed, you will be swept up in her emotional roller coaster and the challenges she faces on her quest for meaning and fulfillment. Don't miss out on this thought-provoking and moving exploration of identity and mental health. Get ready for a powerful and poignant coming-of-age journey with The Bell Jar. This novel explores identity, mental illness, and the impact of societal expectations on the individual as it follows the story of a young woman struggling with depression and searching for meaning and purpose in life. Widely read and studied, this classic of modern literature has been translated into numerous languages and adapted into film and stage productions. Don't miss out on this moving portrayal of one woman's struggle for self-discovery and fulfillment. At number 3, The Crying of Lot 49 by Thomas Pynchon. Join Irpa Mas on a thrilling and mysterious journey through the twisted world of The Crying of Lot 49. This short and enigmatic novel by Thomas Pynchon, published in 1966, follows the story of a young woman drawn into a complex conspiracy involving the remnants of a secret postal service. As she delves deeper into the mystery, Irpa becomes increasingly paranoid and begins to question the nature of reality itself. So get ready for a mind-bending ride with this must-read work of modern literature. This novel defies easy classification, bending mystery, satire, and science fiction to create a dense and cryptic literary experience. You will be captivated for sure by its exploration of themes such as communication, identity, and the role of the individual in a complex and seemingly chaotic world. Don't miss out on this one-of-a-kind enigmatic literary adventure. At number 2, White Sargasso Sea by Jean Rhys. Dive into the captivating world of White Sargasso Sea and discover the untold story of Bertha Mason, the mad woman in the attic, from Charlotte Bronte's classic novel Jane Eyre. This novel by Jean Rhys, published in 1966, is a prequel that delves into the mysterious and tragic past of Bertha Mason and the events that led to her being locked away in the attic at Thornfield Hall. Get ready to be swept up in this must-read tale of love, loss, and the consequences of our actions. In this novel, Jean Rhys tells Bertha's story from her perspective, portraying her as a complex and sympathetic character who has been mistreated and misunderstood by those around her. Set in the Caribbean, this prequel to Jane Eyre explores colonialism, race, and the effects of trauma on the individual. So don't miss out on this moving portrayal of one woman's quest for self-acceptance and belonging. And at number 1, Stoner by John Williams. Join William Stoner on a journey of introspection and self-discovery with Stoner. This novel by John Williams, published in 1965, tells the story of a quiet and unassuming man who leads a simple and uneventful life. Despite his modest circumstances and lack of ambition, Stoner is a deeply complex character who grapples with the larger questions of life and the meaning of existence. So get ready to be swept up in this thought-provoking tale of one man's search for meaning and fulfillment. Get ready also to join the ranks of devoted readers and discover the moving and poignant world of Stoner. This character-driven novel explores love, loss, and the search for meaning in life. Despite being overlooked upon its initial publication, this modern classic has gained a devoted following and is sure to leave a lasting impact on your literary journey. So don't miss out on this deeply moving portrayal of the human experience. And don't forget to have fun.